Mark, and I'm going to start the show actually a minute early or so. This will be the last show for the next 3 weeks, and Clay Mara's here. Hey, Clay Mara. So I won't have a show for the next 3 weeks. I'll be away, and I'm going to the Philippines with my wife and son, and we're going to visit her family there. So hopefully it will be fun. I think it will be. I'm pretty excited about it. Because our son is at a pretty good age to take places now, and anyways, but so this week we have a few things lined up. So on our site, few people have been posting, actually a lot of people have been posting a lot of new things and pictures and videos, and so I think his name is Jake, Jayk, posted some really awesome stuff, and this is really cool because a lot of these characters that he sculpted are just lots of fun. And if you're gonna start making puppets and animating and everything, there's a reason why you should study anatomy and study the animation masters and all that. But just letting your imagination kind of run wild and just having fun with it is extremely important too. Hey, Ron Colster. Hey, Ron. Welcome to the live show. So, anyways, there's a bunch of stuff on here, and Jake is from South Africa, and so here's a tank girl puppet he created. Now, I'm not really sure if you can call this a puppet or you can call this a, permanent sculpture, or I'm not sure. I don't know the fabrication technique he used, but it looks like he probably painted this himself. It's a really good job. And here's Iron Man. Ron Cole says, that gives me an idea. Sigmund and the Sea Monsters in stop motion. Is that fun for you? Is that something that you kind of sparks your imagination? I don't know. But these are really nice, and it's a pretty cool style. I don't know, maybe Jake is using like Fimo, or the thing is I don't know what sort of clay is available in South Africa. Oh, speaking of Jake, he just logged in. I wonder if maybe he knows we're talking about him on the live show or something. But here's Leonardo. Really nice. And I thought this was actually kind of cool because the colors seem to match Skeletor from He-Man pretty nicely. So good job on the coloration there. Somewhat of a dark purple, light purple, and light blue, and it's like really, the colors are so recognizable. And some more characters. So I'm not who. I guess this is like Red Bull or something. I don't know. Or some kind of mascot for football. Gilbert. There's He-Man. And the face kind of looks like a Bruce Bickford sculpture. Like a lot of Bruce Bickford's characters kind of look this way. That style. Just kind of an observation. And, I don't know who Sigmund in the Sea Monster is. I've never, I don't know that one. Claymara might know it. Is that, what year was that, released, Ron? It might be before. I was, born in 1975, grew up in the 80s. I was more of an 80s kid, and then that's why I'm kind of into the claymation style stuff, because that was my influence growing up. So this might be like a well-known character in South Africa. I'm not sure. Actually, I didn't realize football was popular in South Africa. And they probably call it soccer or something. Which I don't know why we call football instead of like, I don't know. Doesn't make sense. Because you don't really use your feet. You just kick it once. Maybe they should call it like arm ball. Carry it in your arms. So, oh, okay. So 76 or 77. See, they probably phased it out or something by the time I started to get into cartoons. So unless that show lasted for over 10 seasons, I wouldn't have seen it. Everybody Loves Raymond. How many seasons did that go for? I think The Simpsons is probably the longest running show on television, and then Everybody Loves Raymond, I know, had an amazing run. Seinfeld also had a really good run. But anything that lasts over like 1 year now, one season is considered a success practically. Seems like anytime they have a new show on television, they dump it almost instantly. If it doesn't get, perfect ratings, or and then they shift things around the times, and I mean TV is kind of a joke now. I don't watch television so much anymore. Netflix is kind of where it's at, I think. Netflix and YouTube, and I imagine there's still that underground phenomenon of BitTorrents and stuff like that, which I was into Napster as a kid. Well, that was back in 2000, so 15 years ago. How old was I? I was not a kid, I guess. But I was into Napster, but that's, I don't know, there's like a moral aspect to that where I try not to get sucked into, taking stuff without either paying for it or... All right, so anyway, this was Jake's work, and I thought that was really good. I think that he's... The thing is I don't know if he animates these or not, but it would be nice if he did. But let's see here. See what else there was. Now Rocky keeps adding videos to our site, and I can't play these because YouTube recognizes that he copyrighted it. I think he's got a partnership program with YouTube, so if I play his video, YouTube will stop my broadcasts. So I can't play it, but I'd like to. But anyways, so definitely, if you guys want to post more stuff, when I come back, maybe I'll cover some of your work. I try to show, at least once a week, or, when I can, when people start uploading things on here, try to show your work, just because I know that getting the word out about your artistic abilities is pretty hard. Even when I post it on my site, I know that for a lot of you people out there, it's not so easy to become known and recognized. There's a lot of competition on the internet. So Jack Quincy uploaded some stuff, and he sent me a message on Facebook, and he made an animation for like a car dealership. And let me see, was it this one? I know it's this one, but this one says test, so I'm wondering if to test is not the final one. So Ron Cole says, I keep dreaming of making a Land of the Lost movie, and I've spoken to the actors from that show who are still making appearances at conventions. Land of the Lost. Wow, yeah, that would be kind of nice. I do remember that one. I used to watch that show, or that movie when I was a kid. So anyways, Jack had brought one of our tutorials on mouth replacements, and if you guys know what's involved with that, it's basically taking clay, you sculpt your character's face, you cut the mouth off, and then you make a silicone mold of it. And of course, with silicone, you can melt your clay down, pour it into the mold, freeze the clay, pop it out of the mold, and basically you can, from there, make a lot of replacement mouths. And the mouths will fit onto the head that you cut the mouth off of because of the angle that you cut it. So it fits precisely, and it's a technique I came up with, which is really it's not really an amazingly advanced technique or anything, but and I think Will Vinton Productions used a similar technique on Mark Twain. I later found out, where Mark Twain, if you guys recall, he had a mustache, and so similarly to my film Zombie Pirate Tales, where I stuck a mustache over the seam line every time I replaced the mouth. But what Jack did was he had to smooth out the seam line on his character, I think, here. So we're gonna play this, and you know what? I think this is not the full version, but let's check it out. Okay, so yeah, this is just a test here.
Hey.
And that kind of gives you an example of the mouth. But where is the full version here? I wonder if he I gotta find it now. Okay, let's see. That's strange. Let me go here for a minute and look in my history. I know it's here someplace. Okay, battery test. Ah, here it is. Okay. I don't know why I can't find it directly on his channel, but all right. So this is an automotive recyclers commercial, and so this is the technique that I teach, and I'm glad to know that somebody can make some good use of it. So let's watch.
Are you in need of an affordable, specific foreign or domestic auto part? Here at Automotive Recyclers, we have the largest selection of auto parts. Our knowledgeable technicians can help you find just the part you're looking for. And if we don't have what you need, we'll find it for you with our nationwide parts locator. Why pay an arm and a leg when Automotive Recyclers can get you back on the road in no time? After all, good parts deserve a second chance. Automotive Recyclers, located in beautiful downtown Marion.
Let's watch that one more time. So the technique he used worked pretty well, I think.
Are you in need of an affordable, specific foreign or domestic auto part? Here at Automotive Recyclers, we have the largest selection of auto parts. Our knowledgeable technicians can help you find just the part you're looking for. And if we don't have what you need, we'll find it for you with our nationwide parts locator. Why pay an arm and a leg when Automotive Recyclers can get you back on the road in no time? After all, good parts deserve a second chance. Automotive Recyclers, located in beautiful downtown Marion.
What's interesting is you can, not just the replacement mounts, but you can see he's got like looks like a DeLorean in the back here, like a model kit of some sort. And, you know, he's got... you know, I don't know how he made the sky. It looks like he might have painted that. And I recognize these trees as, these are, what kind of trees? Like maybe HO scale, railroad, you know, like you can get those in hobby shops, right? Looks like he's got some maybe some tongue depressor sticks to make this fence back here. Looks like he's got some cardboard, corrugated cardboard, you know, painted silver up here. And he's also got up top here, you'll notice on his sign, some blinking lights, which I think are maybe some like one of those Christmas lights, battery operated Christmas lights. And what else did we got? Let's see here. So he's got some live action mixed in there. And its puppet is you know, it's skinny, which obviously, you know, if you make it really fat, it's hard to animate. So so he really did a good job. Like he figured out all these problems that he would face, and it's got a nice little title here and recycling symbol. So I'm not really sure. He must have, you know, maybe found like on Google Images or something, you know. So he really put it together nice. And so I'm just glad that, you know, at least my tutorials came in handy for somebody. Hey, Rugarso is here. Welcome to the show. So we were just showing Jack Quincy's latest little animation, which he did for Automotive Recyclers in downtown Marion. So really awesome. And I don't know if that will be on TV. You know, that would be actually pretty cool if it was. Like a professional job that gets on television, and got some good feedback as well. But it says here, let's see, when did he upload this? Maybe 5 months ago. Oh no, that's weird. On 2013. Okay, so I guess this has actually been out for a while, but still, it's really neat. That's really awesome. So I was wrong there, but if you guys want to, I guess I never subscribed. I'm going to subscribe here as well. But if you want to check out more of his animations and tests and things, he's got an animation playlist and old animations from about up to 6 years ago. So he's been at it for a while. And he's also got some brick films as well, and so anyways, let's check out this slender test he did from 6 months ago here. Okay, so that's Slender Man. That's one of those crazy internet phenomenons that my son is really into that. So, and Hebert is here. Hello. So I'm curious how he did the flying leaves. Maybe on a sheet of glass, maybe, or with little strings. I'm not sure. But it is a test, and seems pretty nice. So that is Jack Quincy, and you can find him at JQUINC093, and that's his channel on YouTube. So definitely check it out if you guys want to see some more. Okay. So, oh yeah, and actually I forgot, he's got a website as well, and he's got an About Us section, and has little biographies of everybody. And you can see here, Jack says, I've been drawing, writing, and making things with my hands for as long as I can remember. I've been creating stop-motion animation films since I was a little boy, and I'd like to think I have a bit of a knack for it now. It got me through high school, making stop-mo movies to show the class instead of having to write a full report, and now I'm hoping it will get me through the rest of my life. I continue to strive to outdo myself and enhance my work. And here's some of his first attempts at stop-motion here. Looks like on very old video. And there's some other people involved as well. So he's got like a small production team of people of different backgrounds. And Johnny Depp is not part of the team, but he says someday. And so if you want to check out his site, it's called Mechanism Animations, and it says here at Mechanism Animations, we strive to create new, bold, yet classy, old-fashioned, and original products and projects. So be sure to check out our stop-motion animated videos on YouTube, and that's of course what we just looked at that, right? So there's drawings, comics, and clay, and some of his character designs. So yeah, this is pretty nice, and I think that, you know, what's cool about this is that let's see, it looks like Weebly is where he built this website. So as he, you know, gets better over time, you know, he'll keep adding some more photos and replacing old work, I'm sure. And here you can see some of his past creations. So it's really nice, and everybody should really build a website, no matter your skill level. You know, maybe you're not as good as Jack, or maybe you're better than Jack. You think you're better, or, you know, it doesn't really matter, because if you plan to advance, it's also got his Abducted DVD as well, which is pretty cool. So he's got a little shop on here if you guys want to help him out. But just getting your animation and your character designs and so forth out there is, you know, something everybody should do. And because you never know who will see it and who will say, hey, you know, can you do a project for me, or can you you want to do an animation for my business, or can you make a sculpture for me, or can you know, make a animated birthday card for my grandma or whatever. There's a whole bunch of people that, you know, just they come up with these ideas, and they seek out animators, and if you're the first person somebody finds, they might help you out. So yeah, and Claymara says, I have a website. Yeah. So Claymara, what was your webpage again? I know you have a Facebook and a YouTube, but do you have, if you want to give me your websites, if you want to, I don't know if you can post that stuff here, can you? Actually, let me look. I think I remember how to find it. Let me see. And Claymara is moving. She's moving away, so So Claymara, we will definitely miss you while you're away for a while. Okay, I found your webpage. Cool, okay, let's check it out. And Hebert says, I gave you the link of our video on Facebook. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go through my list of stuff, and if we have time, we'll watch it. And Claymara says, I never figured out how to make a GIF. There are programs out there to do that. I've never had to make one. Yeah, so this is KliK.NL. And Ron says, I'm happy with having a website. It's gotten me a few jobs, and I've sold products through it as well. Now, Claymara, it's loading up a little bit slowly, but I'm sure it's because this is a free web page building site. I remember my first web page was on AOL.com. They had something like 200 megabytes of free space that you could build your web page on, and it was like one single page. It had a few tutorials on it, and it was, at the time, it was wildly popular, which was weird, because back then they didn't have so many expensively designed websites that were flashy and had a ton of articles and things on. And so it took me years just to build up animateclay.com, and then of course now I kind of leave it up to the users to build it up, because it's more interesting for me anyway, because I can see, I look at my own work and it's neat, but of course I like to see what other people are creating. I think it's the same for everybody, right? But anyways, so let's check out Claymara's webpage. So it says, hello, my name is Claymara. Just call me Clay. Find yourself in a new world of clay and claymation. And let's see, claymation. Let's click it. And there's Claymara in front of one of her sets. And that's a recognizable set. I remember this. So actually, that puppet's pretty big, Claymara. I didn't realize it was that large. So here is some basic claymation information. It says, clay animation or claymation is one of many forms of stop motion animation. Each animated piece, either character or background, is deformable, made of malleable substance, usually plasticine clay. And traditional animation, from cell animation to stop motion, is produced by recording each frame or still picture on film or digital media, and then playing the recorded frames back in rapid succession before the viewer. These and other moving images, from zoetrope to films to video games, create the illusion of motion by playing back at over 10 to 12 frames per second. All right. Now I play mine back about 24 frames per second, so it's a little bit different for everybody though. And I think with Claymara, her animations are stylized in that frame rate, which is not bad. It's just different. And so yeah, it is. It's a huge puppet. Claymara says she hasn't updated it in a while. And sculpting. Here's one of the puppets, and it says, I have done sculpting for a very long time, and if you are planning on making claymation films, it also be one of the things you will be doing while creating your story. Let's see here. It's 21 minutes, so cool. I didn't know. I don't think I've seen this. It's making of claymation. I have to look at this later. I have to bookmark it and go through here. Let's see. And I'm Claymara. And check out my things on YouTube. I make clay animation films. That's good. So we got some of the animation here, just some of it, and inspiration, some pictures. Let everything around you, inspire yourself. You're an inspiration. And there's some links. Got our site, which is nice of you. Thanks for that. And shortoftheweek.com claymation, which I don't think I've seen that yet, so I'm gonna have to look at that too. And different YouTube and Vimeo channels. Looks like all the claymation videos on Vimeo. And people to support. That's nice. And so so here's like a list of films that Claymara likes and finds inspiring. Lots and lots of films. Wow, okay. Oh yeah, and Knox Corner, yeah, you know, I still wish he made his kind of films, but I think he's grown out of, I don't know if you want to call it grown out of making those or not, but he never did make that villain film that I helped him with. I made a lot of puppets for him and charged him money, and I almost feel bad that I charged him money and did all that work for him because he never utilized it. But I don't know what's going on with that, or why he gave up. So there's a section on Dangerously Ever After as well, which is nice. Alba Garcia's film project, which I think everybody should hopefully be familiar with. We've had her on the show a couple of times now. Alba's really a great person. And then Mountain Haven. A new adventure story. This will be a hand-drawn comic. Now the images are loading pretty slow. I think the actual, let me, yeah, see the images that you're uploading are really huge, so it's loading really slow. Just my own suggestion is if you could resize those for your website, it would load quicker. I know that at least with my website, I used to have the same problem because I didn't have a way to resize pictures, and everybody's like, "Hey, your site loads so slow," and I didn't realize why until someone told me. So music video, Malushka Air. Some designs, and it's really cool. Yeah, that's neat. And so Claymara says it's she hopes to improve it in the future. It's really great though so far. I think it's awesome. I like the colors. It's as I guess like an island. And the grass. Yeah, I really like that style. It's neat. So anyway, let me see what else. An album and guest book. So here's some whole bunch of albums here. Let's click on Sad Troll Face. Click here. Different designs. Me gusta. Looks like there's this troll face on reddit.com that's really popular. Kind of looks like the troll face. And mermaid as well. Alright, so that's Claymara's website. It's really nice. There's a guest book too. And I don't speak that language, but it looks like everybody else is leaving some good feedback, which is nice. Alright, so that is at Creagirl, which is CREAGIRL.web, WEBKOLORD KLIK.NL. And that's Claymore. Alright. Very cool. So I'm going to go back to that later for myself and look through it. Alright, so hopefully we have some time to show Hebert's work as well. I found this. This is actually something that's been around for a while, and there's a Facebook page associated with this, which is Clara's Animated World, and this is chapter 1. And some of this stuff is a little messed up. The website kind of, let me see here. Here's the WordPress. So there hasn't been any updates in a few years with this, but there's a bunch of different things on here not related to Clara's Animated Worlds, I guess. Some different puppets that were built, and this is all done in, I believe, a class setting. And okay, so here it is. So looks like the original face was burnt, the Super Sculpey, in the oven, which is pretty sad. Okay, here's the about. That's what I'm actually looking for. So it says here, this blog is about how I will be making a stop-motion animation called Clara's Animated World. Clara is a stop-motion puppet who makes her own stop-motion puppets. She uses her puppets to resolve issues and to take control of her life and destiny rather than rely on others who only seem to want to control her. She is not their puppet. She is the puppet master. This site will show how I made the puppets and sets to how Clara herself makes her own stop-motion animations. And this is the blog for Clara. So let's see. Yeah, see, that doesn't work. So some of the stuff is kind of old and falling apart. So I don't really know who's behind this, but I'm sure it's a girl. And let's check out chapter 1. Let's see if we can play this. I'm going to play it directly on Vimeo and not here because it's too small there. And see if I can expand it. And here we go.
Down, he's still down here. Still from yesterday. From yesterday. Look, never cut the cereal away. Don't forget the potties muffin. The dressing gown is still down here. From yesterday.
All right, so there was never any, sequel made to this that I can tell, and I think it's a dead project. But I need kind of idea, And I think, of course, you know, it's kind of like with Zombie Pirate Tales. If you don't have a lot of budget and space and time, you know, you kind of step back and go, can I make, you know, like a 25-minute film from this? Or is it kind of, you know, am I looking at things with the wrong viewpoint? So, pretty neat. And the website, see, I can't close this once I'm here. I'm gonna go back and then forward. Or okay, here. I think that there's a gallery, if I can find it. Okay, here it is. So you can see some of the different character designs. And this here, this is actually a Pro Plus, or no, this isn't animation supplies armature kit. I recognize this. Let me click here. Yeah, so it's a good armature, but is this from the same project? Let me see. It might be. Yeah, I guess the proportions are correct for that. But here's a hand sculpture. It looks like in Sculpey, perhaps. Maybe a mold was made and then the hands cast. And here's the design for Clara. And here's a wire version, it looks like. So somewhere in there, I guess she decided to go with the stop motion ball and socket parts. Okay, so it looks like what she did is brought components as opposed to an actual kit. So she had her design and decided what she wanted. So she brought, I guess, the hands separate. So that's something that's pretty smart. Let's see here. So maybe the legs were wire. I don't know. There's the head sculptures. And unfortunately, it looks like that one got got a little bit fried in the oven. And here's some more sculptures. Yeah, it's kind of, Ron Cole says it was kind of a dreamy little film. So some behind the scenes stuff in here, and here's a Jack Skellington on her shirt, which is kind of neat. Being that she's making stop motion puppets, it's pretty relevant to the character. Got some sewing and some hair work here, which I guess she used, looks like some sort of maybe nylon string of some kind that was dyed black, or I don't really know. Let's go back here. Oh, what are we doing here? Let's go this way. Okay, so this is like some sort of expanded gallery, because let's see. Here's a photo. Looks like she's being puppeteered by somebody, which is the theme of her story, or backstory, I guess. And one of her interesting characters, which she never explained what this was, but I'm thinking it's some kind of imaginative character that only Clara can see, like an imaginary friend. That would be my guess. And it looks like she's using what are these things? These are for like machining and stuff, where you get those hoses that you can aim your cutting fluids and things, and they're posable. So you can't really adjust the tension on those, but I guess it would work pretty good for that character. And so So it looks like, I don't know if she knitted those or the shoes. Everything looks like it's been sewn by hand as well. I don't think she brought those things anyplace. Here's the lighting setup. Some nice little lights. These are pretty cool. Kind of considering getting some new lights myself, some small lights. The ones that I have are Fresnel lights, which are not bad, but I'm thinking of going with LEDs because last time I was animating in the garage on Zombie Pirate Tales, it just got so hot in there from all the halogen lights. It's a pretty neat picture there, huh? All right, so to find this, you can go to clarasanimatedworld.co.uk. And what else was there? There's a teaser. And there's a clarapipit.wordpress.com. Maybe that's why that didn't work. Oh, shouldn't it be puppet with the U instead of an I? All right. Well, anyway, you guys can explore. Got about less than 20 minutes left, so I'm gonna move on. But pretty neat little project. If you guys are interested, again, it's Clara's Animated World. C-L-A-R-A is Clara. Clara is with an S. Animatedworld.co.uk. It's pretty neat. All right. What else should I talk about here? How much time we have? Maybe I should just cover this briefly. If you guys are interested in some free software that you can do effects similar to what you can do maybe in After Effects, or want just a free video editor, one of my friends on Facebook posted a link to this, and it seems interesting, but from what I understand, it's a limited program. It's free, and you can do things with it. I think it's fully functional, but if you want to do a lot of effects, it's kind of like one of those things where you pay as you go for plugins, and that's how I think they're making that's their business model, I think. I haven't downloaded it yet, so I don't know for sure, but that was my impression by what people were saying. And they had some tutorials, and what they did here is they tried to make a video game inspired movie about the game Portal. So they have this sort of portal on the side here, which is generated in their effects program and then edited into the scenes. And I think the general look of the film as well is there's probably some filters and things. There's like this, the portal gun that shoots out these laser bolts and fire and whatever you want to call it. Really kind of cool. And then there's guys shooting guns. So all this kind of stuff is maybe, for live action people, or animators. These are things that are generally not easy to do traditionally through, like with film processes or in camera, as they call it. And so it seems kind of like a worthy thing to try out. So I'm not going to show any of the videos and things behind it, but I'm gonna link to it later on our webpage. But yeah, it's free and you can download it and try it. And if you find it useful, maybe let me know. And if you've done any experiments you want me to show on our live show or something, let me know. But it's kind of cool, and they have a making of, so you can see how it was all done. And of course they have some nice red cameras and probably some nice lenses and all that kind of fancy stuff to shoot it with. But of course the editing and effects can be done with any camera that you might have. So now Ron Cole says, I still need to upgrade my machine because HitFilm won't work with Mac 10.6. Okay. I still gotta do that with mine as well. I'm kind of afraid to update to the new operating system because I don't know if Dragon Frame will work with the new operating system or not, but because I wanted to make sure I finished Zombie Pirate Tales before I screw anything up, It's like it's like one more shot left to Zombie Pirate Tales, and then I update this operating system and the whole thing doesn't work or something. It's like, oh, one more problem. So anyways, Hit Film, it's called Hit Film 3 Express, and you can just Google that and find it for yourself. I think that it's going to be at https://hitfilm.com/express. And I'm sure, if you're friends with me on Facebook or in, the filmmaking circles on Facebook or on any of the message boards, somebody will probably post this because it seems to be gaining some traction and attention lately. But definitely check it out. Now, Stop Trik is a film festival. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the last show, but if you guys are interested in submitting your films to an international film festival, I've already submitted my film Zombie Pirate Tales to them, but what I did was I filled out their entry form, and then what I did is I printed it out, filled it out, and then took pictures of it with my phone and made it into a zip file. And the zip file, when I sent it to them, it had my signature and all that stuff that they need. I figured I would do that instead of physically shipping the whole thing to Poland, where it's at, and save myself a couple of dollars. And they didn't open the zip file. They just they just saw the link to my film and said, yeah, but you gotta send us your application or whatever. And it's like, oh, okay. So I gotta either send it to them or explain that I've already done it but taken pictures. But anyway, so that's something that you might keep in mind if you are interested in this. They have an entry form on here, and it's free, of course, which is great because most places don't, they charge you some money to submit a film. And they might also show it not only in Poland, but in other surrounding countries and places. So that's kind of nice that they're doing that. But the entry form is here, and let me see what happens when I click this. Okay, here it is. And they do require a lot of information, but it's not difficult to fill out if you have some time. You can print it out, and like I said, you can send it in to them or whatever. And then the synopsis they ask you to type up, and I thought, this is maybe in Poland they still have typewriters. I'm not sure. I don't know who would actually physically type something out on a, but I sent the synopsis through email, and they also have a main achievement section as well, and it says please type it. But they ask for, if you're a guy or girl, your name, your surname, email, phone, date of birth. If the script is original, who the writers are. It's basically everything explaining the film and how, like, is it in letterbox or is it, 4:3 ratio or whatever. So very easy. So definitely check out Stop Trik, and that is at stoptrikiff.eu. Probably best to just look up Stop Trik Film Festival because it's easier that way. But yeah, so it's all for stop motion. So check it out. And also the Insane Animation Film Festival in Sweden. I think they're also, let me see here. I'm not sure if they're still accepting anything now or for their next film festival. Looks like, I'm not sure. I'm not gonna, okay, I'm not sure about this one. Let me see. Plans and pricing, about languages, account. Let me click here. Okay, I think that they're not having another film festival. I thought that they were. Someone told me they were, but okay, never mind that. Alright, now, so Claymore, I forgot. This is where I found her webpage on her Facebook account. So that's how I found out. Let me go back here. How much time we have? About 10 minutes. Okay. So Webster Colcord, now if you're visiting our fan page and you see stuff like California Raisins, or you see like the Primus video stuff, I posted this photo of Webster making his sculptures just so people know that if you see any Primus updates, that Webster is the guy creating those. I'm not actually involved in that. But you wouldn't know because it says animateclay.com fan page, and I wanted to make sure that people know that Webster is, gets full credit for that stuff. And so he restored a clay puppet from about 1986 or 7, maybe even before that, maybe even like 85 or 84. But okay, it says 88ish. Really, I didn't realize it was 88. I could have sworn it would be before then, the Raisin brand commercials. But anyways, Chuck Duke was the original creator of this raisin, and what Webster Colcord is the original was kind of faded. The color looked really like brown, and the clay became a little bit crumbly. So what he did was he cleaned off the clay and scraped off the dirt, and he made a very thin layer of fresh clay over this old puppet to restore the color. And you can see here how it looks. And I don't think let me see if he's got, I don't think here it is. Here's what the original looked like. You can see the feet were messed up and falling apart. The hands were very dirty and brittle, and the fingers cracked off. And he's got some original printout, or a printout of the original puppet, and he says it might be this guy, which I think it definitely is. Pretty darn sure of that. So here's the original raisin, and so he used that as reference to restore this one, and he did a really great job, I think. So that's what it would look like if it were, freshly sculpted, and really awesome job. And the Primus, so that's Les Claypool from Primus, and he did this for Beats Antique, I think they're called, and this is one for a new video for Primus that he's working on with some other people. And if you don't know who Primus is, Les Claypool is a really huge supporter of stop motion, and I don't know if they probably don't have any sort of clay animation references on here, but there's a few videos that I posted on our fan page showing some of their former videos, which like Devil Went Down to Georgia, for example, which Paul Berry had animated. And so anyways, yeah, my son kind of looks like Jim Carrey as Dumb and Dumber when he got his haircut recently. It looks just like that. We were kind of making fun of it, but anyways, that's another story. So okay, so Hebert supposedly sent me some link to a video, and let me see if I can find it on Facebook here on the side. See if I can find your video, Hebert. Let me see. Okay. And I know Hebert is he likes violent and risque films, but let's see what it is. Let's check it out. What is this called? What is under the bed of your child is the title. So let's check this one out.
Good night, son. Good night. Come on, the big ball just starts. Whoa! What's happening? What is that? It's not time to play. You have to sleep, Max. Hey, but that. Wow! What the fuck? Hey, you missed the shit! kill it.
Alright, so how did you do the blood on that one? I'm curious about the blood. That is what is under the bed of your child, and says here, do you ever ask what is under the bed of my child, or why my child is afraid? Why we don't sleep? In this video, you will know the answers to all the questions. Yes, all in claymation. So it was written by Esteban Morin, and voice of Emilio Morin and Esteban Morin, and animation by Esteban Morin. And okay, pretty good little video. And let me go back here. And the other one, which one did I load up here? The first or the second one? Ah, okay, here it is. So this one is Funny Conspiracy: Why Children Hate Broccoli. Let's go.
I never understand why children hate broccoli. Because they know. They know what? The story of the monster! Are you kidding me? This is not a monster! Don't touch that! Fuck, man! Oh, shit! What is this? Go fuck yourself! Oh, shit, man!
There's something absurdly funny about that. I don't know, and the flying blood, kind of hilarious. But have you guys ever seen? Let's see if there's a lick broccoli. Is lick broccoli? Here we go. Have you guys ever seen lick broccoli before? And ironically, he's oh, don't tell me I don't have any videos. Lick broccoli. Oh. How can I not have lick broccoli? Oh, maybe Meet the Raisins here. And Lick Broccoli is ironically, he plays heavy metal as well, so I just thought it was kind of... And we watched this in the past. This is like the best clay animated film I've ever... One of my... Well, I don't know if the best, but... Ron Cole says, before you sign off, Mark, I'd like to extend thanks for all you do for the stop motion community and producing this show for us every week. Have a great trip and well-deserved time off. Yeah, well, thanks, Ron. I feel like going longer tonight, but I have to get my son to bed, but I just want to show you guys Lick Broccoli. Just gotta scroll through here real quick. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is the best broccoli animation you'll ever see. Hold on now. Come on, load up YouTube. Don't mess up now. Oh, come on now, YouTube. Do it.
Rocky roll! Alright, thank you very much! Okay, for my next two, I'm gonna do a little number called I'm Scratchy on the Inside! Woo!
Alright.
Lick broccoli is among the first of the British broccoli invasion. With morbid fascination, the media swarms to cover his mega-decibel stations.
So anyway, yeah, I just had to show you guys that lick broccoli. So yeah, if you want to make some more broccoli animations, Hebert, please do. I'd like to show those. All right. So anyways, guys, thanks a lot for stopping by, everybody, and just for hanging out and joining in while I watch some crazy stuff with you. And hopefully maybe you've learned something new, or found something that inspired you, or who knows. But it's always fun to talk, and thank you guys. Ron, you're here almost every weekend. Yeah, my mind is on the weekend. Every week, every Wednesday, and so it will be 3 more weeks before our next live show, I guess. So that will be, actually it might be 4, because I might need time to get back to work. I still see now, I don't know if you guys are interested in buying our products, but I will have the store active when I go on vacation. But let me load it up so I can show you all. Let me go here. And I'm just gonna give you guys some warning, because I will be gone for 3 weeks, and I have at the top of our page, items ordered after July 19 will not ship until August 12th. We will be on vacation. So if you guys order anything, including software, if you get animation software, it is not going to work for you. I might be able to email our suppliers and get that to you, but you won't be getting the software till I get back. The only thing that you can get instantly on here, if you guys are buying stuff, will be our tutorial video downloads. So if you want one of these downloads, you can get it while I'm away, but everything else you will not get until after August the 12th. All right, so I'm giving you all fair warning. And all right, so thanks again, everybody. Hopefully you guys don't miss me too much. But I will miss doing the show, but I am going to have fun in the Philippines. We're going to visit Boracay, hopefully, if all goes well, which is the second most beautiful island supposedly on Earth, they say. And I think it pretty much is. So it should be fun. And I'm going to take lots of pictures and just, my son, I'm hoping my son will have fun, because the summer vacation, we've done a lot over the summer, but nothing this big. And he's old enough now to where he'll remember everything he does at this age. And hopefully he'll have fun at the beach and in the ocean and taking boats and island hopping and all the flying around. And so that's, hopefully he'll enjoy it. So anyway, I will see you guys all in 3 weeks. Thanks for stopping by, and good luck with your projects.